what's up everyone? Thank you for tuning in. My name is Edwin. If this is your first time, welcome. On this episode, we are looking at the Gameboy Micro.
New Gameboy Micro. Extremely portable. Extremely stylish.
Now, have you ever owned one of these? Or have you ever played one of these before?
Now I know you haven't seen this. It's Gameboy Micro.
Before we get into the footage, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Remember that it's easy and it's free. Alright guys, let's go ahead and take a closer look of the Gameboy Micro. The Gameboy Micro was released on September 15th, 2005 in Japan. 2.5 million units were sold in comparison to the Game Boy Advance where they sold 120 units. Unfortunately, it got discontinued in 2008. There were 50 versions of the Toonami in 2006, and these were acquired through a sweepstakes. You could send a postcard or you can also do it by email. And whoever won got the Toonami version and Donkey Kong Country 3. Now this one is a famicon version, so you can say it's a little rare. It has a 2-inch screen. The Game Boy Micro is a redesign of the Game Boy Advance, which is lighter and smaller. Now let's go ahead and compare it to other items. It's smaller than the iPhone 4. Now it's also smaller than the Nintendo DS Lite. It is also smaller than the Super Nintendo controller. And it is also smaller than my son's Lego shoe. Now it does have a backlit screen, and it has a high resolution of a PPI of 144.22, which is a pixel per inch.
It is not new technology, but it is a brand new look. A new look in the sense that it has the best and brightest screen we've ever put in a handheld.
Now you can control there's 5 levels of brightness, and you can control it by pressing the L button and the volume. And it just died. Oh no, there you go. It hasn't died. So let's see if we can make it brighter there. Yep, there you go. We're gonna dim it, and let's go ahead and make it brighter. There it is. It plays all Game Boy Advance games, and including the Japan games. And it also plays the videos, the Game Boy Advance videos. And these are kind of like little movies. These are kind of cool to have. I took a trip to Seattle one time, and I was able to enjoy the Game Boy Micro. I put one of these videos, and I was playing some games. And it does have a headphone jack here, so you don't make a lot of noise. It does have the control pad, the directional pad, the A/B buttons. It has your select, your start, and it also has the L and the R buttons. So what's cool about this Game Boy Micro is that you can replace the faceplates. Now this would come with a tool if you got it brand new, and you simply press these 2 buttons. But if you do not have that tool, you can simply use a toothpick and simply pretty much just press these 2 buttons, and the faceplate comes off easily. And there's a lot of options. Some of them are customizable. You can, if you get a clear one, and you just simply snap it back on. Now also it is not compatible with Game Boy Color games. One thing that I do not like about the Game Boy Micro is that it's not compatible with regular Game Boy Colors because it simply does not fit. Okay, and it's also not compatible with Game Boy Color games. Now this one is, if you do not know about this game, this is the Game Boy pinball, and this one is a rumble game, a rumble pack. And you put a double or triple A battery, and it's supposed to rumble while it plays. My solution to playing these Game Boy games, I used the Super Game Boy. Just FYI, I pretty much put it on the top, and this goes on my Super Nintendo. Other people complain about the L buttons and the R buttons because you cannot press it here on the corners. You have to go all the way to the middle or at the beginning on the inside, right on the letters, so that they can press nicely. Now I have small hands, so this is not an issue for me, so I don't mind. And the B and the A buttons and all the buttons, they're pretty easily I can reach them easily. I don't have a problem with it. Now the screen is small for me. I prefer to play games on the Nintendo DS Lite. It's also unfortunate that there is no slot for accessories. Now, another thing to note is that the Game Boy Micro has its own proprietary charger. So this is what it looks like. It has its own charger. So the Nintendo DS or the GBA does not fit on this one. Another unfortunate thing is that there is a lack of replacement parts for the Game Boy Micro.
Micro means a new way to play Game Boy. Wi-Fi internet means a new way to play DS.
Now, I bought the Nintendo Micro for $120 on OfferUp, and it came with a bunch of games, so it was a good deal for me. And I bought this a while back. Now, I prefer to use the Nintendo DS Lite because I could play DS games and I could also play GBA games. And it's a bigger screen. Now, I thought this was a good idea because I used to travel a lot, and it's pretty portable. It's very small. You can easily put it in your pocket or on your backpack, and it doesn't take a lot of space. Now, you can find these on OfferUp, Mercari, on eBay, and they cost at least $100 by themselves. And I've seen them go up over $500. If you're a collector, I would recommend you getting the Micro because it's just a pretty cool piece, and it's a cool piece of history, and it looks cool as a display piece. Other than that, I recommend the Nintendo DS Lite because it's more practical. It has a bigger screen. Well, that's it for this episode. I thank you guys for watching, and just stay tuned for more content. Thank you guys for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and remember that it's easy and it's free. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.